Good morning. Good morning. Say it never sink me. Say it never sink me. Sink me. I'm not forgotten. Who know about that Israel New Breed? Hey, Trina. I'm not afraid. Welcome to the scope. Who know about that? Who know about the Israel New Breed? Say you never leave me. Say you never leave me. Leave me. Good morning. Yes, this is the what I call this worship on wheel, worship center on wheels. Never live lonely. All right. So hey, I just wanted to get a little bit of jam in this morning. I love listening to worship music on my commutes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And for those of you who may be your first time, hey, Christ love that. For this being your first time in the scope, let me just tell you who I am. I am Joe Bullock, and I am one of the founders of DetourMovement, Inc. When we believe when you renew your mind, you transform your entire life. We believe that as believers that we need to recklessly abandon ourselves to the things of this world, not conforming to what the world wants us to do, but just following what God has called us to do and what he says to do. All right. And in addition to that, outside of that, I love to help people make the right choice when it comes to their dating relationships, attracting healthy, happy love that leads to lasting marriage. You know, that was my own journey going from one dating relationship to another dating relationship. And a lot of it because I was doing things the world's way rather than doing things God's way. But when I started to align my life and my decisions with what God called me to do, then it just changed the trajectory of my life. Good morning, Kay Elizabeth. Thank you for calling me lovely. So I'm not going to hold you guys long because I'm sure a lot of people are going to their investor or to their job to get a day's work in and then head back home to be with family. But I just wanted to spend, it's something God dropped in my spirit last night in regards to Lord, take the wheel, because I know, it's something that God was in the spirit, and I think he was ministering to me, but I don't believe that this revelation or this thing that he got me in a season was just not for me. So I wanted to share it. And the thing that came to me, and I wrote about this in a blog a little bit to this effect, is talking about, how we have certain things that we like to do. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Right. And I know, like, for me individually, I tend to be a very ambitious person. That's one thing about me. I have a lot of ambition, I have a lot of drive, and I thank God for it. I believe he gave it to me, right? And before I even go to the message, let me also tell you a couple more things about me. As you can see, I love to dance. I don't know if I'm any good at it, and I really don't care. I love to dance. I love to sing. Latia is working with me on my vocals, and it has improved over time, but I just really like to, like I said, help people make the right decisions in their relationships, because I don't want people to learn so hard. And the one thing on this journey I've learned is that we have to have God as that solid foundation, right? That's so important. And another thing I like to do, as you heard me listening to, I love Israel New Breed. I love Anthony Brown. I love contemporary Christian music. It's just like so awesome. It's so much inspiration in that. So hey, let me get back to the points I'm going to share with you quickly here. So I just wanted to tell you that we have to be careful about our own ambitious ambition and setting our own agenda and our own plan, you know. And I'm going to say, before you set out to do anything, this is even this before you start out for your day, before you plan that next goal, that next vacation, that whatever, your retirement, your next job, that next decision. And every decision, you need to make sure that you put God in it. You need to make sure that you go before the throne of grace and say, God, direct my path. Because one thing I know to be true in my life, and I don't believe I'm the only one, there's many things that I have set out to do, and I was doing it on my own accord. That God didn't call me to do that. God didn't tell me to go there, but I wanted to go there. And oftentimes when I went there, it was such a struggle. It was such a battle. It seemed like things, have you ever been in a place where it just seemed like everything is so hard and everything's so difficult? And despite that you give 110%, it seems like you're not getting any traction. You give it all you got. You were exhausted from trying to get this thing to move for you, trying to get this goal achieved, trying to get this job, whatever that is, and nothing's happening. And I know that it is because we try to do it in our own will. Good morning, Wendy. We're trying to do it in our own will. So we just have to say, Lord, take the wheel. Take the wheel. You know, I love to recite the scripture. The book of John, chapter 15 is my very favorite in the Bible. And it says, John 15, it says, I am the vine, you are the branches. He who abides in me and I abide in him bears much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing. Now that word nothing is a strong, big word. He says, with me, you can do all things and you will bear much fruit. But apart from me, you can do nothing. That's like zero, shut it down. So that's why I believe, and you can kind of see, I know we see people who are doing things for the kingdom, Christian believers, and they are excelling. You know, I could call them name by name right now. So many people I see this really is selling for the kingdom. You know, their ministries are just going 10-4. Their businesses, they just seeming to be what we would say successful or prosperous in the natural, but not even that. Also in the spiritual, they are, you can just tell that they have the spirit of Christ. They have that light that shine amongst the world. And I believe it's because they are seeking God daily for direction, and God is honoring their steps. And when God is in it, it makes it so much easier. So I just want to encourage you to be careful. I want to caution you to be careful about just going out and making a haste decision on your own. I'm going to encourage you to seek God. And I'm going to encourage you when it's really a big decision, and almost every decision really matters, but at big decisions, you really need to take time out to fast and pray and say, Lord, guide me, honor my steps in this. Lord, what should I do? Should I get this house? Should I live in this community? You know, should I get this next job? Should I go out for this next promotion? Whatever that is, I just want to encourage you today to seek God in every decision that you have. Every decision. Hey, Treal, you're going to have to catch the replay. We about to jump off. So I was just talking about, like, it's just so important to seek God for every decision that we have, that we be careful that we don't take the wheel. So we should let God take the wheel. You just sit in the passenger side and relax, kick up your feet, you know, take off your shoes and relax your feet. Is that how they say it back in the day? And just, you know, chillax and let God take over the rest. So I hope you all are having a blessed morning. I know many of us are on the 21-day Fabulous Life Challenge. So I know you can incorporate this because a lot of us are already praying more during this challenge and really just seeking the face of God. But make sure that part of your prayer is that God will honor your steps every step of the way, every step of the journey. So, hey, you can also join it if you're interested in joining this challenge. It's thebiggestlieswomenbelieve.com. You can go there, thebiggestlieswomenbelieve.com, and join the 21-day journey. We also have Saving Our Sons. And that's going on. You can go to SOS Saving Our Sons. And I actually will be scoping today. I'm scheduled to scope. And I'm going to be talking about equipment failure. Sorry. My tripod came down. Anyway. So I'm going to be talking about, what am I talking about? Oh, crushing the glass ceiling for our youth. How do you crush the glass ceiling with our youth? And really just the things that parents should know to have to the biggest lies. Thanks, Treal. I'm going to be talking about the things that parents need to know in order to raise their kids in the way of God, but just not to be a Christian, but to be a productive member of the society, to be responsible, to be accountable, despite the fact that they may not have a father in their life and all that good jazz, or unfortunately, that's very unfortunate. But regardless of the situation, how you can still have your child to do everything that God has called him to do or call her to do. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing tonight. I will see you on that. I will be scoping 3 times today. This is one. And I'll be scoping on Save Our Sons. And I'll also be scoping at Jill Bullock, talking about the 21-day Fabulous Life Challenge. So you all have a blessed day. Until next time, I'll see ya. Have a good day.